3 heat waves and no rain has turned Burgess Park in Peckham into a yellow dust bowl. Leaves are falling off trees in July, and there is pressure on water supplies. A hosepipe ban starts tomorrow for Thames Water's 10 million customers. Affinity Water is already facing restrictions. Some of you have been in touch with questions. Anne says we have had 5 months of rain and I'm disgusted that we can't cope with 4 weeks of sunshine. Well, Anne is right, there was a wet winter. There was actually a lot of rain in June, but Thames Water say there wasn't much rain in spring. It was very, very dry. And also because we've had 3 heat waves, demand has gone up by around 10%. And you can see what that has done to parts of London. Lots of parks and gardens are absolutely parched. And also water companies can't take water now from the rivers because their levels are very, very low. It means their only option, they say, is a hosepipe ban. So Jim says, I'm on chemotherapy and I can't hold the watering can. Can I please use my hose? Also, Chit Ranjan says, I'm a blue badge holder. Can I use my hosepipe to water my flowers in my garden? Both good questions. Blue badge holders, they're exempt from hosepipe bans. And if you have a terminal or a chronic illness, then you will also be exempt. But what Thames Water are saying is you should register for their priority services register. This is what the company had to say.
All those exemptions are listed on our website for those who want to see them, but simply people with severe mobility issues or people on our priority services register, including those with serious medical conditions, have exemptions, and that's basically an exemption from a hosepipe, using a hosepipe for essential household and garden use.
There are some other exemptions, for example, watering vegetables on an allotment if you can't get a watering can or it's not practical to use a watering can, and watering the square where the play takes place on a cricket pitch. So it's certainly worth checking those on Thames Water's website. Mary says, why should we take any notice of hosepipe bans when a water company loses thousands of gallons through burst pipes and general leaks? Well, campaigners are also very critical about the amount of investment water companies have made in infrastructure. There was another burst water main last night, for example, in southeast London, as you'll be able to see here. A large area went out without water last night. I put that point to Thames Water.
Even in the past year, we've laid 100 kilometres of brand new water main. So we are making sure that we invest heavily. We make sure our infrastructure is resilient, but at the moment it is very much around the water that's in the rivers and making sure we protect the environment.
Lots of people are asking how this will be enforced, the hosepipe ban. Well, Thames Water do have the power to fine people up to £1,000, although that has very rarely happened. They do say that this is really about behaviour change, getting people to treat water more responsibly. Now, they do say they will get in touch with people who are using their hose pipes regularly, but they say there's no need to inform or tell them about neighbours using hose pipes, and there's certainly no need to contact 999. So the big question, how long are these hosepipe bans going to last? At the moment, nobody knows, but the water companies say they're monitoring the situation. Not much rain is forecast. Tom Edwards, BBC London.